As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got it again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Give to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cardinal. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Blue. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They give it to him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Dell. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got his man. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that, and I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Extending the play. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. Calls his own number. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. The offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Dell. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Texas offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to...
Running toward the tape. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Open space at the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Dell. Gonna take a shot. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Longhorns! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Oh, they blocked it. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. They'll run the screen. Running with power.
I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Looking to throw, it's Dell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He lofts one down the sideline. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll ride the hot hand. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? On the ground, it's blue. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. Fast motion from the offense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Dances away to buy time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, the ground game. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Wants to throw. It's Dell. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab well past the sticks. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
At the end of the third quarter of play, with the score, Texas 34, Stanford 29.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
They'll run for it on 4th down. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looks as if he's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Bond. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He'll take it himself. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead in this ball game.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On first down from their own 22. Scanning the field, it's Dell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He'll take another shot here. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these. He's going to fire deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.